Now, when I'm hidden in the grass, the AI can't see me. And when I stand up, it sees me. Exactly what we wanted. That's everything for this video. Hello, everyone. I'm back. All right, we finally reached this part where we'll build a stealth in grass system to hide from the enemy AI. Today's video will be easy and creative as always, so let's get started. The first thing we'll do is create the grass the player will hide in. The idea for building it is that we need to make a plane and put a grass material on it. But we can't do that in the usual naive way. We need subdivisions on the plane, which is easiest to do in a 3D program like Blender. Don't worry, it's nothing big. Literally 3 button presses, or you can download the plane I used from the description. In Blender, add a new plane and go into Edit mode. Then add subdivisions with Ctrl+R. Just a couple of cuts is enough because more subdivisions means worse performance and we don't want that. Export the mesh with default settings. Import that mesh into Unreal Engine and make sure to remove any collision that came with it. Now we have what we need. Next, we create the grass material and call it mgrass. Set the blend mode to translucent. Plug the grass texture in, and don't forget to enable two-sided. That's important. For now, leave the material as is because there's one more step to complete. Create a material instance from it and assign it to the plane we made. We want the grass to look more realistic by moving slightly in the wind, so we'll add motion next. Open the Mesh Paint tool and go to Paint. Change the color view to the red channel, press Swap, then Fill. The plane should turn black. This step is to mark the vertices we want to be affected by wind. Clear all channels except the red channel, press Swap again, and then paint only some vertices, not the whole plane. Pick a region you want to sway. If the painted vertices don't align with the grass orientation, rotate the texture with a custom rotator node connected to the texture coordinates and 2 scale parameters. What you really want to control is the rotation angle. Try something like 0.75 to correct the orientation. Now add the grass motion logic. Use the vertex color, red channel, and invert it. Then feed that into the simple grass wind node's wind weight. Make the other wind values variables, range roughly 0.2 to 0.8, so you can tweak them later. Multiply the result by the object scale and plug it into world position offset. You'll now see the grass sway naturally. You can fine-tune its behavior from the material instance we created earlier. It already looks good and gives a convincing grassy feel, but there's a remaining problem. If you look straight down from above, the plane still appears flat, which is undesirable. A common trick many studios and developers use is to place the grass planes as crossed planes, X-shaped, and that magically fixes the flat look. It won't be perfect yet, but when we finish everything, it will look much better. If the player seems to be stepping on something odd, That's likely collision issues on the grass. Make sure collision is completely removed from the grass mesh. Next, we'll delete all of this because we won't need it anymore. After that, we'll group several grass pieces together to give a better sense of a clump of grass. Next, we'll add a tweak so the player remains visible when inside the grass, instead of becoming totally invisible in all situations. In the material, use absolute world position and camera position, feed them into a distance node, and use a ramp dot chart value range node driven by that distance. Make the parameters editable so you can tweak them later. Then use dither temporal AA and combine its output with the alpha of the grass texture. Add an if node such that if the distance between the camera and the grass is over a threshold, for example 1000, we do not apply the fade out. Wire the resulting opacity accordingly. Now it looks much better. When we get closer, the grass looks as if some parts of it disappear, and when we move away, it returns to normal. When you're in the grass, the player remains visible, and you can tweak the grass settings via the material instance to find values you like. I'll leave it to you to explore the role of each variable. It's nothing complicated, since what we're controlling is how much of the grass disappears and when it disappears, based on the distance between the grass and the camera. You can adjust it according to how near or far your own camera is. The real goal now is to make the AI unable to detect the player when hidden in the grass. First, bake vertex color for the grass and bake transforms, and also bake the texture. After finishing that, we'll find this strange cluster piled up here, and I could almost swear it's useless. So let's quickly get rid of it. Next, assemble several grass planes together to create a reasonably sized grass area and merge them. We'll use this tool. After that, I'll organize things a bit here to make the place look more orderly. Turn that merged grass into a new actor and call it Actor Hidden Grass. Add multiple elements to make it look larger. We place it in the world to check it. Yes, good. Then we go to the player and copy the capsule height when crouching. Then add a capsule to measure the player's crouched size. And add a collision box and lift it to cover the player's collision area. That should work in theory. I'll tweak it a little so it matches the player's height, and also so it covers the grass area as well. Remove the capsule afterward because we won't need it at runtime, and tweak the collision settings. Place the grass near an AI for testing. If you get unexpected collisions created during merging, delete those unwanted collisions. If you notice IK feet interacting with something and the AI still sees the player, pause. I'll show how to fix it. After some inspection, I found the issue. First, adjust the box collision size. After testing, I found the right height. Next, set the box collision to block visibility and leave other overlaps, except camera ignore. Doing that, however, introduced a big IK problem. There are 3 solutions. The quickest is to remove IK if you don't need it. The harder solution is to create a custom IK that uses its own trace channel. The solution I used is to change the IK trace to use the camera channel. Note that this means in future projects, your IK traces will respond to the camera channel instead of visibility, so be careful. To change it, go to the character IK settings. If you don't know where it is, follow the steps I show, and switch its trace channel to camera. That fixes the foot trace interference. Now, when I'm hidden in the grass, the AI can't see me. And when I stand up, it sees me. Exactly what we wanted. That's everything for this video. In the next episode, I'll explain a backstab Hudger stealth kill system, so you can kill AI from behind when they don't detect you. See you there.